All right, so this says 270 degrees counterclockwise. So if we're at this point here, let me get off text box. If we're at this point here and we want to go 270 degrees counterclockwise. So first thing we think about is clockwise. So clockwise, remember, goes around like a clock. Counterclockwise goes the opposite direction. So if we were moving this counterclockwise, we would move it 90, kind of do this a little visually, 90, 180, 270. So it would be in this quadrant here. I'm not worried about actually moving the points. So the key to this is knowing how to read it and what it will look like. So if the question asked us 270 degrees counterclockwise and then wanted to know what is the algebraic expression, or what is the rule, or what rule would work for 270 degrees counterclockwise. So I would come over and I look down my clockwise and I find 270 and the rule that's going to go with that. So my rule would be y negative x, or y opposite x. And that is it. So that's all we have to remember. We're going to work on a process of memorizing this. So for our test, you'll be able to use this, your notes, to figure out what these are. So don't get too hung up on memorizing them. We'll get that taken care of for you at a later date. So now that's 270 degrees counterclockwise. Let's say the question, that's not good. Put that back. Well, I guess we're just going to, there we go. If the question said 180 degrees, so if we did 180 degrees, it doesn't matter clockwise or counterclockwise, it's the same thing. So 90, 180, it would be in this quadrant here. If you go the other way, 90, 180, it would be in that quadrant there. So they're going to be in the same thing. And if the question was 180 degrees, your algebraic rule, your algebraic expression would be negative x, negative y. If it said 90 degrees clockwise, so one turn clockwise, so it's going to be in this quadrant here. And then we look at the rule, we find clockwise, 90 degrees, y negative x. 90 degrees counterclockwise. We would go the opposite direction, and it would be in this quadrant here. And 90 degrees counterclockwise would be negative y x. So that's how you write the rules. That's how you find what you're looking for. So don't stress out over this one. This one is a little bit more complicated, but just look at your rules and figure out which one works. Remember, these are always going to start with x, y. We just don't write them out because there's so many. So with reflections and rotations, all of these rules are also on our transformation cheat sheet. So if you go back and look at that, we have all of our information there, and you can see that. So I was going to pull it up, but it's not. It'll take a few minutes. But so don't get stressed out about it. You'll do fine. Just remember to refer back to your notes when you're working these, and that will help you the most. So with your reflections, make sure you watch which axis it is. That's the main key, and count. And then with rotations, you're just going to turn it and look and see which one it is. So if you have any questions, let me know. Also remember, clockwise, like your clock, counterclockwise, opposite. So any questions, let us know, and we'll help you out as much as possible. Keep up the good work and have a great rest of your week, Huskies.